Passion is fine, but nothing beats a job that pays rent. Especially if you're a girl or a woman, making your own money keeps you safe, not just on the streets, but also in your home. I'm a software engineer and I'm making videos on YouTube. So I'm not saying no to passion, but first, money. Which is why in today's video we're going to see how to find a high-paying career as a school student. How to find which degrees and skills make you eligible for those jobs. And in the end, I'll give you a bonus tip so that you don't end up in a 4-year degree that you will later regret. Before we begin, if you like this video, make sure you hit that like button because it tells me that I should keep making more career-related videos. Without further ado, let's begin. To find a high-paying career, we need to look at how much a job is paying. Who is paying? And will these jobs even exist 5 to 10 years down the lane when you graduate? To find this data, we are going to look at two places: career websites and government surveys conducted by Canada, United States and India. Let's first look at career websites list. This is a list of 100 best jobs in the United States. Focus on these two numbers. Projected jobs are an estimate of how many of these jobs will be available over the next, say, 2 to 10 years. Median salary is how much people earn on an average with this job. Clearly, the higher these numbers, the better it is. Also, check if this job needs a master's or if a bachelor's degree would be enough. This is important, especially if you want to earn as soon as possible. You can also click here and read more about a particular job. Now, as you're going through this list, this is what I want you to do. Open a document or an Excel sheet and create a table with 4 columns. In the first column, note down careers from this list that have good numbers and that you kind of like. For example, you might think that being a data scientist sounds okay. Write that down. But you know for sure that you do not want to be a pilot. So don't even mention that. These careers can be completely random because you are not committing to anything. You're just looking. Now in the second column, we are going to write down companies, because the next list by LinkedIn is about 50 best companies to work for. LinkedIn is a professional networking platform. Go through this list and see if there is a company here that matches the job you have just listed in your first column. For example, Morgan Stanley here says that it's a financial services company. So they might employ financial advisors. I'm going to write it down here. Here is another list for 25 large employers in India. As you can see, they span across various sectors: IT, financial services, pharma, computer hardware. Since most of these are multinational companies, you can write down the name of the company irrespective of your current location. By the way, listen, you might not find companies for every job in your list, and your guesses don't need to be 100% correct. For example, CVS Health may or may not hire a psychiatrist. If you're not sure, just write a question mark next to it and we'll confirm that later. This table is to give you an idea of what job plus company combination might give you a high salary. But here's a secret. Don't take any lists about best employers too seriously. This comment here says a company can still assign you a manager who kills your spirit in 6 months. I 100% agree. In a company, you can't expect every person to be the best. If you have a toxic manager and they think that you don't have any other options, then you can be mistreated, which is why job or career shifts are important. We're going to talk about that in the next video. For now, your priorities should be money and job experience. Coming back to your table, if it's looking completely random, that's brilliant. Now is the time to look at government data. Irrespective of the country you're currently living in, you can still use all the websites I'm about to show you for your research. First, let's look at the United States and its official Bureau of Labor Statistics. We're going to use this website to confirm the job prospects of all the careers in our table. For example, I want to know more about careers in psychology. Let's enter psychology jobs here. Click on the first link that says Occupational Handbook and look at that. It will give you a summary that includes salary, number of jobs now, and how the field can grow over the next 10 years. You can click on how to become one to understand the education required. Click on similar occupations and you can use this to add any more careers in your list. For Canada, let's look at the website Job Bank Canada. Remember, we're looking for high-paying jobs. So let's go to Browse Jobs, click on Advanced, go to Salary, select the highest salary or top 2, click on View Results. And these are the current job openings along with their salaries. If you like any, you can add them to your career list. You can even go to labor market information, wage reports, enter a profession or a city name. I'm going to enter Vancouver, and it will give you information about hourly wages for different professions. Or let's go to Outlook reports. Enter a city, let's say Vancouver, and you will see a rating based on job prospects. Use this to confirm if, according to the government, the jobs in your list will have openings by the time you graduate. Frankly, there's no way to confirm this information, but we're going to try our best. And if you want to know more about a particular job role, go to Training, Job Profiles, enter your job title. Let's say psychology, maybe assistant. And it gives you a neat description, wages, prospects, and everything else that you see here. I like how organized this is. And this is just federal data. You can even go to provincial websites. Let's assume you're from BC. Then you have websites like Work BC, Skill Trades BC, to learn more about jobs in British Columbia. Next is India. India has these official websites. On the career portal, you can go to career information, watch videos, or read about jobs in various sectors. For example, I can go to healthcare, see what jobs exist. Similarly, I can go to life sciences and see what, according to the government, are the roles that employers hire for. However, I would have liked to have filters here so that I could see roles based on a salary range or educational level. But this is what I can do. I can go back to the home page, scroll down and enter a job here. And it will show me some jobs or no jobs. But on this page, if I clear all filters and select a salary range, then it would give me job listings of high-paying jobs in the market. If you think this data is not enough, you can always supplement this information with job listings from these websites. Let's try LinkedIn. In the search bar, enter a career from your list. Let's say it's psychology. Click on jobs, select location as India or whatever your current location is. Apply filter as entry level and check what kind of jobs are being posted and in which cities. This is a good way to assess if a career you're considering has enough jobs in the city you want to move to or are currently living in. And if you want to look at government jobs, then you can check out these websites. On a website like this, you can look for government jobs across various sectors. Or you can directly go to the official websites of, say, Indian Space Research Organization or DRDO. If you want me to make a detailed video about government jobs in India, including jobs in Army, Navy and the Air Force, then comment below and let me know. If not first, I think government jobs can be good second or third careers unless there is an age restriction, especially when you want to make an impact through fields like healthcare, judiciary, education, etc. It doesn't hurt to keep these careers in your list, especially for when you turn 25, because that's when you'll start wondering, what else do I want to do with my life? All the links and resources I've shown today in this video are mentioned in an article on my website, which I keep updated with new information or careers. You can access all of it by going to the link in the description. Good luck. So those were some high-paying jobs and some companies that can hire you for those roles. Now let's see how to figure out what degrees make it possible for you to apply to these jobs. This one's easy. For that, pick a career from your list, pick the company next to it, and paste them on the search bar along with the word jobs. For example, I'm going to search for data scientist, Google, jobs. Out of all the search results, let's go to the company's official website. This job here says that it needs a master's in any of these fields and 3 years of experience in a related field. Just copy it for now and mention it in your third column. This description also mentions the skills it requires. Let's copy them and paste it in our fourth column. The obvious problem here is even if Google might pay a high salary, it says that this role needs 3 years of experience for now, and that's okay. Let's see if we can find any other companies that hire fresh graduates for this role and what their requirements are, because now that's what matters. For that, let's go to LinkedIn and type the career or a job role here. I'm going to enter data scientist. Click on jobs. Over here, you can change your location. And here, let's apply a filter. Experience, entry level. Browse through the jobs. Looks like this job needs 0 years of experience. It's okay with the bachelor's degree and it specifies the skills it needs. I'm going to mention that in my third and fourth column. Browse through a couple more jobs to know for sure the degree required for entry-level jobs. But most importantly, the skills they're looking for. Let me tell you a little story. When I was doing my Bachelor's of Engineering, I used to visit Maitrivanam after college hours, which has a road with multiple coaching centers lined up in every building you'd see. I think I got placed in the first 2 companies that came to my campus because of my coding certificates from Maitrivanam. Was it the best way to build my skills? Probably not. I could have done more because I had so much time, but I genuinely did not know what else to do. Which is why I'm making this video, because now I know what I didn't know then. A degree just gets your foot in the door. It gets your resume through a system. But what gets you a job are the skills that you have, the projects you've built, which makes this 4th column very, very important. So continue this exercise and find degrees and skills you need for all the careers in your table. And you as a student will start noticing something amazing. In your table, you'll see that 1 degree might make you eligible for 2 or more of your dream high-paying careers. And you'll also find what are those Plan B and Plan C degrees that you can pursue, just in case you don't get admitted to your Plan A, aka your first choice of degree. Look, real talk. I'm in my late 30s, like late, so late. And I can tell you something with extreme confidence. A closed door is not the end of anything. It's only a necessary pivot. And I've experienced this so many times. It's often your Plan B or C or D where you can find what's truly meant for you. In the next video, I will show you how you can start building skills as a student and what to do with those skills to find your future jobs. So make sure you subscribe and hit the bell icon because I respect your time and make videos that are crisp and to the point. Look at that table, starting with high-paying jobs that you might be doing 5 to 10 years down the lane and moving to the skills that you can learn today as a student. I named this the high ski method. And yet, it isn't the only way to figure out your future careers. This video is about starting with subjects that you like now, to degrees you can apply to careers those degrees lead to. I call this the sub-ka method. You can watch this video by clicking right here. So now you know how to find high-paying jobs, what companies to apply to, and how to find which degrees and skills to prepare for. And guess what do you need to do all of these? Time. So today's bonus tip is this: protect your time at all costs. It's the only thing working in your favor right now. In a recent trial, jurors found that these companies intentionally built addictive social media platforms. Finally, lawmakers are slowly waking up to what teachers are noticing in classrooms every day. But you have watched this video so far. The only way to not regret any degree you sign up for is to enter it with your eyes open. Build your skills, know which companies to apply to, and how, and update this table regularly. Ideally along with your parents, so that you have regular career conversations that don't just revolve around marks. You will find all the resources and links I've used today on my website. I've left its link in the description. On that note, I'm Taskeen. This is The Urban Fight, and I'll see you in the next video.